Good evening. My name is Jasmine King and I am currently a substitute teacher, and today we will be going through my website that I created in Dr. Stein's class. Here, we're going to start off at my home page. On your left-hand corner, you'll have my website logo, and if you click on this web logo or click on my name, it will bring you right back to my home page. So this is my home page. It has my first and last name, a picture background. People may not know, but Jasmine does mean flowers. So I looked up a picture of jasmine flowers and I put it as my background. So you see my first and last name, Jasmine King. And then at the bottom, you see that my home page can be viewed in other languages such as Spanish, Chinese, French, and Russian. If you look down below, it has my website, my homepage description, which states that my website was created for students, teachers, administrators, faculty, and staff. This website was created at Toro College in EDSN 650. At the bottom of that, it has my professor's website, and also it has my website. If you scroll down, you'll see that I have a picture that describes the type of person that I am. Compassionate, grateful, very driven, have a lot of patience, and I consider myself to be very intelligent. Here, it has a video of my introduction to my website, which I'm doing right now. So at the end, I will provide a link below and you can be able to have access to this video as well. Also, it's going to have my video of my all document that I made in class as well. And at the end, it has the Internet Acceptable Use Policy. If you read this through, any concerns, any questions, or comments, you can reach out to my email, jasminekking37@gmail.com. So let's start exploring through my page. So if you see at the top my home page, it has different subtopics or subpages underneath. So the first one is the Introduction of Education. So if you click that, Introduction of Educational Technology of General and Special Education, this page can be viewed in other languages as well, such as Spanish, Russian, and Chinese. If you look below, it says this page is an overview of the course description about educational technology of general and special education. So if you scroll down, it gives you a background and a description on what the course is about. You know, it focuses on designing use of computers and other technological devices. It can be used in a classroom. You can use this technology for children with autism and as well as children with other maybe special or learning disabilities. If you go back to the home page, you'll see under Introduction of the course, I have another arrow that gives us the course textbook. You can also view this in other languages. And the course textbook that we use this summer semester is called Brief Reference of Student Disabilities with Strategies for the Classroom by Lee Bratlin Nielsen. So if you scroll down, it has a background of Lee Bratlin Nielsen. She taught for more than 25 years at elementary, secondary, and university levels. She believes in a positive approach to learn with emphasis on building self-esteem in all students. And I gave you one section of the book that one subtopic that's in the book that she actually talks about, which is ADHD, Attention Deficient Hyperactivity Disorder. And she just gives you a more in-depth understanding of what ADHD is. Also, she gives you strategy for educators on ADHD, basically how teachers can teach students with ADHD what they should know. For example, for less distraction, it is best that a student with ADHD remains a part of the class and that he or she is possibly seated between other peers who are respected by the class. She gives another great ways to teach students with ADHD by saying praise and a behavior management program that promotes self-discipline is necessary to create a positive atmosphere for students with ADHD to feel free and comfortable to learn. This was a great book to have, especially if you want to work within the special education environment. This would definitely help you. This would definitely help you with understanding different children and their disabilities and how to teach them and how to make them feel comfortable. If you go back to the home tab, you'll see below introduction of educational, the course topic, you'll see the introduction of Jasmine King, which is me. I have a picture of myself and a title, Introduction of Jasmine King. And I have a quote that I use, after I left law school. I have a quote that I used when I wanted to become a teacher. I realized that I have more of a purpose in a classroom than I do in a courtroom. So I just put a little quote that I made, that the change does not happen in the courtroom, but in the classroom. I'm a firm believer that students are the future, children are the future. And I feel like people think that, in the justice system, there's a lot of change, but I feel like if you get a child while they're young, and you're able to inspire them, influence them, I think that, they grow up to be these lawyers, they grow up to be these doctors, so the change do happen when they're young, which is in a classroom. A teacher, you can be the teacher that inspires them. Just a little background on why I made that quote. Also, this is an introduction of myself, of my background, me being a substitute teacher, me being in college and wanting to go to law school, which I did. It definitely tells you when I moved back home, when I realized I had a passion for actually teaching. And it gives you another brief description of me being a substitute teacher in New York City, the different things I was able to experience, observe, able to network. It tells you that I'm currently trying to pursue my master's degree in education and special education for grade 1 through 6. It just tells you that education is key. I feel like education is the future. It opens up endless opportunity for children, not even children, but adults. You're never too old to learn. So that's just a brief description, a brief introduction of myself when it comes to my page. So back to the home tab, and last category in the home tab, or last subpage in the home tab, is applying technology to my school. Basically, it shows you the different technology that I learned while being in Dr. Stein's course. One of the technology that we did learn how to do, which is called AnyFlip. AnyFlip can be used in my school for students to be able to upload any PDF document and make it into a digital flip book. This is an easier and fun way for students to be engaged with their education. I think that was using AnyFlip was a great idea, very fun to use, very creative, and I think it will be a great access to schools. So that's one. As well as using Google, having be able to store any documents, photos that you have, and automatically be able to save in Google Drive. And I think that is really really needed, especially for students that usually lose documents or lose papers. You can just save it here. And I think that is really great. I think this course is very recommended. Before we get started, I recommend this course for any upcoming teacher. So thank you, Dr. Stein. So the next tab is my resume. So this is just a brief, this is just a page of overview of my resume. It has the title, and as well, this can be viewed in other languages: Spanish, French, and Chinese. Here is my title again, Jasmine King's resume, and below it has my resume link. It includes a summary of my qualifications, education and certificates, professional experience, and reference. So if you have time, please take a look. You might like what you see. The next tab is special education topics, and this can be viewed as well in different languages. And this page consists of important special education laws, acronyms, and topics. This is my introduction video. This video explains the different laws, acronyms, and topics. And I kind of hone in and focus on the law of inclusion. And I actually picked that one because I've been in different classrooms where, inclusive classroom, where they have a general and special education teacher as well. And I find it very unique. So I definitely wanted to hone in on that. So at the bottom, it has different topics that you can read about for more information. So I'm not going to go through it. But like I said, if you want to visit my website after this video, the link will be below. So this is good. Also, at the bottom, it has Individualized Education Program, which is IEP. These are video provided with an IEP form and a glimpse of IEP sample meetings, just to help you get familiar with different things that goes on in the school, different paperworks, how things work. So these videos are very informational, so if you have time, please watch it. So let's go to the next category, which is next tab, which is special education categories. If you click this one, it has my background, which is special education categories. You can view it in Chinese, French, and Spanish. The description of my page is: these are the 13 categories of special education. The title, I have a video explaining the 13 categories of special education. If you can click this video, or you can click the link, whichever one you get to first. You'll be able to get to the video. It's very accessible, and it just talks about the 13 conditions covered under IDEA, other health impairments, autism, spectrum disorder, visual impairment. I'm not going to go through it because I already made a video that explains all of them and explains what you can see. So I just wanted to show you the page. So here, under special education categories, are sub-pages with ADHD. So like I said in the beginning, I did a group project and presentation on ADHD, and we had to make a separate page about it. So this page consists of PowerPoint, lesson plan, IEP sample, and a video presentation about ADHD. This is our PowerPoint presentation on ADHD, and include the definition, diagnosis, causes, treatment, and advice. If you click on the link, we actually made a flip book on it, and also we have our model presentation as well, where we got our information from. The IEP sample on ADHD, just to see if you want to see maybe how an IEP is done on students with ADHD. And also we have a lesson plan on the 5 senses that has like a modification on students with ADHD. And also at the end, we have our presentation videos on ADHD. So if you want to click the video, it will will pop up very easily and you'll be able to watch it.